vile wewe unalala. Lakini kuna zingine, Mheshimiwa Rais, wanasema Waswahili, mwiba wa kujidunga hauambiwi pole. Kuna watu kwa serikali yako kazi yao ni kushika handball kila siku. Sasa kama hii drama yote tumeona Nakuru, ati watoto wanakatazwa kufanya mchezo, sijui wanapigwa tear gas, sijui wanafukuzwa. Hiyo ni mwiba wa kujidunga, Mheshimiwa Rais. Wale ambao wanahusika na kufanya kazi yako ikuwe ngumu, read them the riot act, kwa sababu tunajua kazi yako ni ngumu zaidi, wasifanye ikuwe ngumu zaidi. Kwa hayo mengi nasema asanteni sana na Mungu amlaze George mahali pema peponi.
Team Cyprian, once again, welcome to our channel. And of course, our host is Mokwa Times, and don't forget to subscribe to his channel. And please, before to endele, subscribe to Cyprian TV channel so that you get updated anytime we upload new video. So today, Mokwa, I know we are late, but wanasemanga better late
than never.
So juzi kumekuwa na matanga ya George Odole ambaye alikuwa ni bodyguard.
Juzi,
yes, wa baba. So I love this man called ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna. I love him so much. This guy nampendanga because sometimes akiongea haogopi RUTO. Yeye anamwambia point blank, kama amekosea anamwambia haogopi. So Edwin alimwambia Mr. President hivi, some self-inflicted wounds do not deserve remorse. There are people in your government whose mission is to embarrass you daily. It's time to read the Riot Act. Akaenda as far as akamwambia, Mr. President, the incident we saw where Butel Girls High School students were stopped from performing and were even tear gassed is a problem you created for yourself. Now, RUTO akakasirika wakati alipata mic, akamwambia hivi, when you speak about me, Edwin Sifuna, know that I'm a founding member of ODM. We can discipline you. So, I've been asking myself so many questions. So, nowadays, imekuwa wakati mtu anasema ukweli, unaambiwa tutakudiscipline.
Yes, and actually, let me tell you, from President William Ruto's side, when I was watching that clip, I saw some seriousness. He was very seriously telling Edwin Sifuna, you are on your way out of ODM party. And honestly speaking, he's on his way out. The way you can see Raila Amolo Odinga not defending him and checking that the people who defend him are now quiet, it is that ODM is kicking out Edwin Sifuna in that kind of a manner. It's only a matter of time. Edwin Sifuna ajipata kwa ofisi bila kazi, just like Ababu Namwamba was, and just like he took over the office. So probably someone else will come up. And probably this guy might be someone else, maybe Simbarati or someone from the ODM who has been loyal to Raila Amolo Odinga and is loyal to the broad-based government. So what I can tell is that there are many reasons behind Edwin Sifuna's threats. William Ruto's threats to Edwin Sifuna. Number one is my list. It's the 10-point agenda that was there for the broad-based government. When these people came into power, they talked of some 10 points that they are going to ensure they have been done. All of us in the country knew that these people, literally, there's nothing they are going to do. There's nothing they are going to do, literally. And all those agenda points were just formality for their merge, the ODM and the UDA. So Sifuna has been constantly criticizing the government that is checking on the list to ensure that what was agreed is done. If it is abductions, they are stopped. If it is this and that, they are done. That's pressure on William Ruto, yet they are not going to do anything on that. And as a result of that pressure, Kenyans are constantly reminded by Edwin Sifuna that this and this was supposed to be done. So you find William Ruto is much more pressure. So he feels he had to threaten Edwin Sifuna and tell him, you are on your way out of the ODM party. So they'll kick him out, and eventually it's going to happen. And actually it was said, one thing I realized there, Cyprian, is that as Edwin Sifuna was making a speech, was being heckled at some point. It was actually being heckled. And that shows very well that the ground, especially the Luo Nyanza, which is the ODM, they are slowly starting to shift from Edwin Sifuna, and they would like to bring someone else on board. So Edwin Sifuna has to know that his time has come. It's only that a matter of maybe a few times here and there, things are going to happen. Then he finds himself out of the ODM party. But one thing I can say that Edwin Sifuna can only survive if he stands with the truth and the truth alone. If he keeps on doing anything, if he starts doing anything wrong against the constitution, they're just timing him. Atafanya tu kitu wrong moja, apigwe nje. And that is the case. But that was one of the reasons as to why I feel strongly that Edwin Sifuna was warned by President William Ruto. Another thing that I have to say here, it is failure for him to abide by the rules of the broad-based government. You know, broad-based government, it was brought together. One of the things waliambiana pale, if you are a member of parliament, a bill comes to the National Assembly, if Baba Mesoma, there's no reading it, you pass it. If something is brought to the National Assembly by William Ruto, you pass it. If something happens to the government, you don't criticize. Even if something is wrong, you don't say anything. Those rules of a broad-based government, Edwin Sifuna has not completely adhered to that. He has been speaking against them immensely. One of the things I want to talk about is the Adani deal. Among the leaders in the country who have completely spoken against the Adani deal, it is Edwin Sifuna. And having Raila Amolo Odinga himself as a man and William Ruto supporting openly the Adani deal, but their Secretary General is against it, that was unique. So speaking against such kind of things that were benefiting William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga with a lot of money, the fact meant that Edwin Sifuna was putting himself in some trouble, unnecessary trouble. Not necessary, it was necessary actually. So the fact is, as we speak today, Edwin Sifuna is also being threatened simply because of his association with criticism on government projects, especially the Adani for the airport, and of course the issues to do with housing that Edwin Sifuna has been outrightly speaking about. So that criticism, William Ruto does not want it. It's going against the broad-based government agreement. Another thing I want to say here, Edwin Sifuna has been very consistent. Despite that he is criticizing the government, people like Onyonga have toned it down. If you can realize, nowadays he's not even speaking much about it. That is a clear indication that Edwin Sifuna is also expected to tone down, but he has not. So the constant criticism that he's making, it's also becoming tiresome to Raila Amolo Odinga to take it. So that is why he's even being warned. And by the way, people might not believe it, but the fact is, Raila Amolo Odinga, as we speak today, he could have handed ODM to William Ruto to run it, and we might not understand it. But the fact is, William Ruto has the authority, just like Raila Amolo Odinga and ODM as we speak today, because they are running the party and the government together. But I know very well that Edwin Sifuna will be kicked out of the office, and it is time actually. It is time for him to go.
It's time for him to walk away.
Whatever is happening right now, if you see Junet Mohammed, and you know the exchange between him and Junet Mohammed in that function, they have also exchanged with the Pio Wandai. They have exchanged with Mbadi. Those are right-hand men of Raila Amolo Odinga. That's a clear indication he's in the wrong team. So let him either go and join Ford Kenya or decide to come up with a party with other young politicians like Ndini Nyoro, Babu Wino, and create a party in the country that youths are going to shelter. If not, then I'm very sure it is going to be unceremonious. So Edwin Sifuna must prepare himself for losing, to lose the ODM Secretary General seat. Yes.
I just want to read some comments here. I need to be arrested for voting in RUTO. I admit that I'm a criminal and an enemy of this nation.
That's amazing.
I confess that I'm guilty as charged. So yule mtu mzuri kwako ni mwenye anakulamba. Unajua hiyo ameongea hapo mwisho. Uhuru said something and now the truth is all here. William Samoei Ruto is bragging with a government which was put in place by Kikuyus and now is being run by the Ruo, who doesn't have God's blessing to lead Kenyans. We sure leaders could stand for the truth and fearless big up super senator. A fool answering a wise man. Sifuna continue fighting for Kenyans. Wengine wameshiba. Pressure inapanda, pressure inashuka. One-term president. Honorable Sifuna is a real gentleman. Today I agree that we have no sober president in the Republic of Kenya. Her leader can never be that ignorant and arrogant. For us to understand you, Mr. President, can you say something about the schoolgirls who are poorly treated? Sifuna, kwani wewe uogopi abduction? I was expecting someone to ask this. Sifuna, ulikuwa wapi 205 wakati wa Pentagon kijana? This print course of the truth arts. Sifuna, where we are freed, you better step down as the ODM SG because you can't oppose the government and yet the ODM party is supporting it. And now, hapa sasa ndio mahali tunakosea. Just because someone is supporting this rogue government, you want the other person who is sober to support it. Yani you can see someone, Cyprian is killing someone or has killed someone and you still support me because you are supporting me. Why can't you stand with the truth?
And actually that should be, I haven't said it, like the only way Edwin Sifuna can survive, it's by standing with the truth, by the truth, for the truth, alone. Because if he goes against the government, is just actually has been just put somewhere, is being trapped. If you remember very well, when Gachagua was kicked out, sorry, he's saying that William Ruto told him about shares. And when Rigathi Gachagua came out to the public to say about shares, William Ruto used the same thing to bring him in out, to call him what? Tribal. So that is how politicians, especially William Ruto and Raila, operate. They give you a chance, you make some mistake, you are kicked out. That is why I'm saying Edwin Sifuna must stick to the truth. Whether the two principles are happy or not, let him stand with the truth. Wow. Because at some point, Kenyans are going to reward him.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. May Almighty God bless you. See you in our next videos.
Thank you.